It's Wednesday, and I have the day off. Got some things to do around the house, and it just seemed to make the most sense. Termite guys are coming out today to do a follow-up termite treatment because we're still catching some signs of termites here along this wall. And I don't know if that's been made worse by the fact that that room was completely burst open to the outside for a long time. And I know when they took the drywall off, we found some old termite trails that were behind on the brick. But that room did have an infestation at one point, and those could easily be 10 years old. They weren't active. But nonetheless, there's, it needs to be treated, and there's no doubt about it. So they're coming in here sometime between 9 and 11. Still no trap on the rat, and I also have to go in here to my office, and today I have to break down the desk, take everything off the wall, get it ready to go, because tomorrow they're going to be here to paint. And that's why I have the day off, so I can get this room ready for them to paint it. And then it's just the floor left. And the insurance agent said that they're definitely doing the floor, and I guess these guys are doing the floor, so they're gonna work up an estimate for me. So anyhow, that's the story so far, and excitement. By and large, the kids don't watch Tedium Unlimited. That's all right. I don't force them to watch it. It's not mandatory viewing. When I was a kid, I had a view of my dad, and as I was turning into a teenager, I had a different view of him. And as I became an adult, I had yet another view of who he was, what he was about, etc. So, part of the conceit of this journal, if you will, is not just to hear myself talking. It's so that someday my kids will be able to look at me as who I actually was, not what they perceived me to be at the time, perhaps. So therefore, I realize that someday I'm hoping that they'll see that, in which case, here is Michelle's first tooth that she ever lost. And it's been many, many years. There it is right there. It's cracked with age. It's still in the plastic bag that it was put for the tooth fairy. It's a little tiny one too. But that's what it is. I found it while cleaning out the office here. It has no value whatsoever. I held on to it for sentimental reasons. But today is the day. It's going in the garbage. Sorry, Michelle. But if it means anything to you, I did hang on to it. Probably if James is around here somewhere too. But it's gone now. And I was right. James's first tooth. Also being consigned into the dustbin of history. Decaying, rotting piece of old enamel. Anyway. Why am I sentimental about this? Well, the desk is coming apart. It has just about reached the point where it can no longer structurally stand. If I take another piece out, if I take this piece out, one of the legs is bolted to it and doesn't attach to the rest of the unit. And I think I can probably pull that small section off, and maybe even that small section off. But that's pretty much it. It's just about game over. I love robot vacuums. Way to go, K9. Yep. Day 95. But the room is painted. The destroyed and rebuilt corner, the corner where the desk was, the wall over there where there was just a wall over there, the ceiling, all repainted in a match of the original color, which looks good. The room is, of course, quite echoey. The only furniture in it are these bookshelves, which are standing in the middle of the room because I haven't got any place to put them. So now I've got just a couple of minor things that need to be taken care of. One is there's some gaps along the window that when they rebuilt it, they didn't bother to seal up, and I could do it, but you know, something they should do it. I've got some more of the paint that they did it in, so if I have to touch it up, there's a couple of spots here and there that I might need a touch up. I'm good. And there's a pile of rubble outside that needs to be cleaned up, hauled away. It's just been out there for months. Well, 95 days. And lastly, the floor has got to come up and be redone. And unfortunately, now the rest of the house is packed even more than it was before with crap from this room. I have no place to put these bookshelves. And when they do the floor, I'm just going to have to put the bookshelves in the middle of the kitchen like everything else. And the safe, which that is going to be, I think weighs a ton. Well, it doesn't weigh a ton, but it weighs a good 500-600 pounds with all the stuff in it. I'm going to have to take everything in. And it's an awful thing. Anyway, progress. I'm hoping maybe we'll get around to that floor real soon, and this will be done. Done, I say. Done. And then I have to figure out how I'm going to redesign my office. Oh, and here is a cameo appearance by Lloyd Bailey's favorite Huggies box. Okay, I'm going to cut it for this episode, so remember to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.